Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is your Photo News Fix. This fix is brought to you by the 2019 MyRodeReel competition, now in its 6th year. MyRodeReel has over $1 million in prizes to be won across 28 different categories. Anyone can enter, and that means even, I wonder if I can enter. Maybe Dan can enter. Head on over to bit.ly/FroReel19 to download the starter pack right now and get shooting. First up this week, could the next crop sensor Canon DSLR finally bring 4K that's not cropped? According to Canon Rumors, the EOS, not EOS, 90D is expected to be announced sometime around August or September. Along with this camera supposedly being an amalgamation of the 80D and 7D Mark II, the 90D is supposedly going to do 4K without any sort of meaningful crop. What the hell does meaningful crop even mean? Will it be cropped or won't it be cropped? Or when you turn the camera to 4K, does it say to you something like, "Ha, I'm a meaningful crop. For an unmeaningful crop, please use Pentax." I guess the real question is, do you even care if a crop sensor Canon camera does 4K without a meaningful crop? They'll probably leave something out, like autofocus. Next up, are you tired of your nipples being censored on Facebook? Because I know I am. Oh wait, if you're a male like me, your nipples are perfectly fine to post in images, but if you're a female and you post your nipples, your images will be removed. So what's this have to do with photography? Well, if you don't know, there's lots of GWCs, or guys with cameras, whose only chance to see women naked is if they get them in front of their lens. But these guys want to be able to share their art, and I say art in what are these called? Quotations? Yeah, in quotations, with the world, and Facebook simply doesn't allow for that. Facebook's guidelines prohibit photographic nudity outright, with a big point made to the female nipple as being a big no-no. Well, the National Coalition Against Censorship, or the NCAC, or short for NCAC,
the funny thing about my back is,
staged a photo shoot outside of Facebook's headquarters with 100 nude models. Dan, why didn't you give me the invite for that? So here's what happened. Women pasted male nipples over their own, as well as held up large prints of male nipples, like this one, that one, and these. They actually didn't hold up though, those are mine, Dan. Don't tell anybody. Their reasoning for doing this? The nudity ban prevents many artists from sharing their work online. Museums and galleries are constrained when even promoting exhibitions featuring nudes. Wah! Anyway, they did succeed in getting a meeting with Facebook, and I have a feeling I know how that's gonna turn out. It's probably gonna sound a little something like this. Look, I agree the United States consists of a bunch of prudes when it comes to the human body compared to the rest of the world. Now, I'm cool with artistic nudes being shared, but the truth is there's a fine line between art and porn, and it's honestly subjective, which makes it super hard to decide what can be posted and what can't. Now, what do you think? Well, Dan, personally, art, porn, nudes, art combined, I love them. Hey, do you like this shirt? This is the I Shoot Raw Doom edition. To pick it up, head on over to store.FroKnowsPhoto.com, and I hope that Facebook doesn't censor this part. And finally, Sony announced 2 massive lenses. The 200 to 600 5.6 6.3 and the super expensive $13,000 600mm f4. I can already hear some people complaining about how expensive the 600 f4 is. Look, if you're one of those people complaining, shut up! This lens isn't for you. No lens for you! The pros who have been waiting for a lens like this will gladly shell out the money because they know this lens will do what? Make money, money, make money, money, money. Bing bong! Oh, it's the doorbell and it's Postman Fro.
Hello?
Oh, great! My 600 f4 is here. Here's $13,000 for you and an extra $100 for your tip. Thank you! More on this in just a minute. The 200 to 600, which is a little late to the game considering that Nikon, Tamron, and Sigma have had similar focal lengths for years, the Sony actually has a few features that set it apart. One, the zooming is all done internally. No longer will you be walking around and the lens will just be creeping lower and lower as it zooms from 200 to 600. No longer will you get lens creep. Now that doesn't mean if you're a person holding this lens, you're still not a creep, because you're probably still a creep zooming in on people. but you also don't have to worry about when you zoom out that the balance will shift. 2, you don't have to turn the zoom ring 2.5 times to get from 200 to 600. Simply with a 90-degree turn, you can go from wide to zoom and all the way out. Now that was one of my biggest complaints with the Nikon 200 to 500. It took me 27 turns to get it to zoom all the way out. This lens is priced well at just under $2,000 and will be perfect for wildlife photographers, birders, airplane shooters who maybe go to John Lesage Airport, and pretty much anything else where you need a mega zoom and have enough light. On the other hand, the 600 f4 is designed for a very small fraction of photographers out there, and the ones who need it know who they are. The great thing about Sony's super telephoto lenses is how light they are. I've used the 600 f4s from Nikon and Canon, and they are freaking heavy, and I work out. Girl, look at that body. No, really, I did legs today. I'm looking forward to taking both of these lenses out into the real world soon to get you some sample images for the reviews, and we will be sure to share them when they are done. Now, if you had to choose between these two lenses and money wasn't an issue, which would you take? Because personally, I'd take the 200 to 600 because it's more versatile. And there you have it. That's your photo news this time around. To check out the last fix, go ahead and click right here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that damn bell button so you get notified when all of my videos go live. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.